Today on Zielonka, we need to clear up the weeds in our fields and then give the crops a dose of fertilizer to finish them off. First, we need to clear up the bales and complete the silage contract. Can we get it all done and set ourselves up for the harvest? Let's get farming. So to get ourselves set up for the harvest, we are going to have to get some money in. We are currently at minus £345. That means that we are fairly hamstrung for today at the moment. We need to get these bales and this contract done fairly quickly. We should make a decent amount of money from it and then set ourselves up a little bit. I want to get the spraying done as well. Meanwhile, as you might have seen at the beginning of my introduction, we are planning to get a lot of soup sold today as well. So there's a flatbed trailer that is currently available in the sales. If we can pick that up before it disappears, that will make a big difference to us. So I'm going to unfold both of my bits here so that we can start picking some bales up. We'll start with the front one and see if we can't. This is the thing. This tractor, not quite so great as my other one is. In fact, the easiest way to do this in this tractor is to come out of cab and actually do it from this angle here. That way I can see things. Push that around slightly and pick up the first bale like that. There we go. And then we'll go and grab the second as well. We should clear up this in no time today. I'm not going to spend too long lingering on it, but I just wanted to sort of cover getting the first few bales picked up. We'll switch over to the back and then reverse and lower this down. And yeah, it'll be, I think it was 5 trips we worked out at the end of the last episode to actually get all of these collected. So without too much hassle, I think we should be able to get these all in fairly quickly. That is, of course, if I line myself up correctly on them. There we go. That should be a better position. It's not quite going quite as low. I'm wondering if we're on an angle or something with the side of the road here, because it's not easily letting me pick that bale up. And that does not bode well for the other one that's the other side of the road. I've had a couple attempts to get this, so I'm hoping coming at it from this angle here, having pushed it onto the road, allows me to grab it, and yes, it does. Now, are we going to have the same problem with this one over here? In fact, I think the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to take the low-hanging fruit first of this one over this corner and lower this down, back this on like that, up. Fold it, and yep, that's nice and easy. So let's head over, drop these off, and see how many runs we're going to have to do to complete the contract. Like last time, the drop-off is down here at the farm shop. So pull both halves into here and fold everything at once. And wow, that's 30% complete, 29%. With both those bales dropped off at once, or all 4 bales dropped off at once. So we should get this done in, yeah, just about 4.5 or no, 3.5 trips. So I think there's 5 in total off this field. This should be a fairly quick thing to do. So these 4 bales should finish off the contract. We've still got 7 bales up at the field. We'll just back this up, unfold everything, and yeah, contract is finished. We got another 2,584 plus 211 in the environmental score. So yeah, this should be enough to get us going again. And of course, the contract itself is going to give us a good 6,000. No, I think it's 7,000 that this contract gives us. So we should be in good stead to get some stuff. I think that's going to help us along today. We're back down to the field for the last time. This is the last 3 bales that are here. I don't think there's a 4th one hanging around at all. So we will unfold the front and try and get this one first. Now, I'm expecting this one to be a little bit difficult. We'll switch outside and have a look because it's off the field. I found all the off the field ones. We don't quite get under them with these forks. So I'm going to try and get it away from that creek. Okay, that is now a problem. So we'll have to try and maneuver it. Lift that up. And back off. Yeah, I'm going to have to try and come from the other side and see if I can push it back onto the field. Because at the moment, we have no hope at all of picking that up. It's stuck in this creek and on its side. The last 2 should be easy enough. They're on the field. But I found, as I said, I found any bale that I'm dealing with that's actually off the field just has a bit of a problem. Lift that up and hopefully... No, we're going to be dragging that back into the creek, aren't we? Yep. And down. Oh, this is going to be very roughed up, this bale. But we just... Oh, is that... Well, it's on. I don't think it's on very well. And it might not make it all the way to the shop like this. But we'll give it a go and we'll see if it works. So now I can... Yeah, there we go. That's got it onto the field and into... a place where I can actually pick it up. I did not expect to be that successful with this. And actually that makes these a little more versatile than I thought. Because I always thought that I was going to have to bring in my forklift to get that picked. But no, we've got it picked up. It's on the front. And we just need to go and pick up the other 2. So down... Slot in carefully underneath and then fold it up. Switch to the back one. Unfold that. Drop it down. Reverse into this bale here as well. And I'm getting quite good at using these forks. I really am. It's... I actually have come to really like them as a way of transporting bales. Yes, you can only transport 4 at a time. But if you've got a field like this where you've only got 20 odd bales and you're not going too far, it actually isn't that bad. It's taken us a big chunk of our morning to get these all collected up, and this will bring that to a close. Let's unfold that, sell them off. Last 3,121 plus 255 on our environmental score. We're going to head up to the shop now because we want to turn these tools in, but also there is a trailer, or at least there was a trailer on sale that I think will work really, really well for us in getting all of our pallets sold. And we can probably sell our own trailer to partly fund it. And of course, we've got this contract as well. So let's pull this here. And if we have a look under here, we're completed. So yeah, 7,530 minus 288. So 7,242. Let's collect on that contract. And yeah, there are still the 2 other baling contracts we looked at last time. Nothing else here is really worth the money to do. Even the harvesting stuff. There's not a lot of money in the harvesting contracts on here at the moment. So instead, we're going to have a look at the shop, and it's 14,460 for this legal flatbed trailer, which is absolutely perfect. We can put a lot of stuff on here. We can transport bits. It's really good. We can leave the side guards on for now. Rim color, I will leave as it is to not add anything. And license plate. We need to put it on the tractor that we are most going to be using. And so the number plate I'm putting on here is Thefisherj. Okay. And we will buy that. Yes. I'm betting that its repair state is not great. Never is on these, but it should be good enough at least for us to be able to do this. And we're going to be using it on this tractor, because I think this tractor will pull this trailer without too much hassle, especially when we load up. Plus, we're going to be using the little tractor to do a lot of spraying today. And speaking of that, it's coming up to 12 o'clock. And I think at about 2 o'clock, we're expecting some rain. So let's just park this here for now. Turn that off. We will get the forks on here in a bit. First, though, let's jump in this and get everything connected up so that we can go spraying. So I'm going to load the sprayer here up with herbicide. I think that we're easily going to be able to, in fact, that should be enough. No, in fact, I want to put all of it in, because if I don't put all of it in, we're going to have a couple of partial Bowsers to deal with. And we'll head over. We'll go do the potato field first, because that is going to be the first that's available. We've got this field full of weeds here, which I think is our parsnips to do second. And then we'll work through our 2 remaining fields after that. We should have no problem breezing through this fairly quickly. My worry is actually, will we be able to get the fertilizer on as well before the rain comes? So we'll get this lined up, and actually it's going to cover most of the area that we expect it to. We'll turn on the GPS. Check that we are at 90 degrees. There we are. Set our first waypoint. Turn on the sprayer. And time to rid ourselves of a whole load of weeds on these fields. This is going to make a massive difference. We've cleared out the weeds on the lower half of this potato field. Thanks to our testing, though, we don't have a lot to clean out on the top half. And they're mainly on this section here. So there's not a mass amount on the top side of the field. I think it's more in the middle a bit. So we should be fairly good at weeding the whole thing. I'm pleased with this. It's not using much herbicide. It never does. But we do need to have it around, as we've demonstrated with the fact that we still have weeds everywhere, even though we did all the work. I did miss the section there. So, yeah, even though we did have weeds everywhere, or even though we did ridge everything, we still have weeds all over the place on our farm. So keeping this sprayer is pretty much a must. One advantage of the spot sprayer, though, is I can finish off the potato field by driving down the road and getting the weeds on the parsnips as well. Look at that spray, though. There are just weeds everywhere in that field. This is a spot sprayer, and it is spraying the whole way along the field. It is just full of them. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen a spot sprayer spray this much on any field and use quite so much spray to get rid of it. So it looks like doing the ridging at the right time immediately after you do your cultivating or your plowing or your subsoiling, and seems to reduce the weeds massively. If you leave it too long and let them grow, you just get this huge field of weeds that are just almost impossible to deal with. And especially in this case, we are spending a lot of herbicide getting rid of them. I'm just hoping I can turn this without clipping that. No. It's going to take a little bit of maneuvering to get this in the right place and to avoid clipping my post there. So, yeah, not the greatest thing to be able to maneuver either. There does seem to be reasons to ridge in precision farming. They're just not particularly effective ones. 2 fields down, and that's a lot of weeds got rid of. We've gone from 1,600 to 1,300 liters of herbicide. So yeah, that did take quite a bit of herbicide. However, it has also cleared out the worst field as far as that goes. So we're pretty good. We just need to spray these last two. Time, though, is not on our side at the moment. It is just hit... Well, it's just coming up to 10 past 1. And the rain is due pretty soon, I think. Yeah, the rain is due in the next 2 hours. So we don't just need to get this done in the next couple hours. We also need to get the actual fertilizer on here as well if we're going to take advantage of this and skip forward to harvest after this episode. Do we have our position placed? I'm not sure we do. Yeah, we do. Right. So turn this on and away we go. I think we've got a good overlap with the edge of the field. We do. So yeah, let's set this up. Set our second point. GPS is done, and away we go on the last two fields. Again, because this is spot spraying, I'm able to go across the road, and we don't have to worry about the weeds on the road itself. It will only spot spray the ones in the fields, which is great because it means that we actually are a little bit more efficient using the full width of our sprayer all the way across this. Coming up to final row here, and I'm actually not going to use the GPS. I'm going to try and set myself up so that I have a little bit of overlap, because when we were doing the top end of this field, I had a bit of an issue with getting in the right position quick enough. So a little bit of overlap should mean that we catch even the ones that were slightly off or slightly outside of our grasp at the bottom here, and clear the whole field, which would be great. Running down the lines here between our ridges seems to be actually have gone pretty well today. Yeah, we're still above 1,300. We've used maybe 50 liters of herbicide on these last two fields. Pretty good coverage. I really like this spot sprayer. And yeah, there we go. We've got the overlap to cover that. So that is all done. We just need to get to the end of the field here. And then we can fold the whole thing up and go and grab the fertilizer in it instead. I do love how little herbicide this uses. It means we just need to have the single pallet to do the farm repeatedly. This is very much a low consumable setup we have here. I think the only thing that is going to take quite a bit of what we have is actually going to be doing the fertilizing. And that's where the problem comes in, because we do not have much liquid fertilizer. How much do we have? 32 liters. I think we might go and have to do the job that I was considering doing first, because we have 1,124 pounds. We've got rain coming in the next hour, and a tank of 2,000 liters of liquid fertilizer is 3,200. Yeah, we do not have enough. In fact, the pallet I'd like to get is that one, which holds 6,000 liters for the same price. So what we're going to need to do is unhook this from here. And I think we're going to have to go and sell some of our soup and see if we can make a bit of money to get ourselves a little bit of fertilizer. Of course, the other thing I want to get, which we might get just before the harvest next time, just to see how we're doing, is a trailer. We need a trailer in order to really up our efficiency on the harvest. So we might as well go and get that. Well, no, we'll get that just before the harvest. I'm hoping we'll have enough money kicking around, but we could really do with some money off it. So maybe one will turn up in the sales if we're lucky, or maybe we'll just end up with a lot of money missing. What is the great demand at Erlengrat for? Pretty much everything sells at Erlengrat, and I don't think it's for anything that we have. No, unfortunately, it's not. I have wow, 111,000 pounds worth of triple soup. Yeah, we definitely want to go and sell that now, and we can do that while it's raining, and that means we're not spraying liquid fertilizer during the rain. This flatbed should be a lot easier to fill up than our last trailer was. How many liters of triple soup do we have here to load up? What, 16,000 liters out here, and in the building we've got nearly 30,000 liters in there. So yeah, plenty to load up. So let's get it loaded. My plan here is to go 2 high, 3 across, and the easiest way for me to do that is to push the first lot across until we're on here with this, and then pull out. And I think that should line me up fairly well. In fact, yeah, that really does. And we will then just get those locked down like that and get the rest. So 2 high, 3 across, that's 6 a go. So we should be able to fit them all on here. I think that's quite a lot of triple soup that we're gonna fit onto here, which is very good news because we have quite a lot of triple soup to sell. Got the last section really here of these, and I'm amazed. We've got yeah, we've basically got a pretty full trailer here. Now, I need to be a little bit careful because I don't want to go pushing stuff off the other side. At the same time, I want to make sure these get on here quite neatly. And it's not quite as neat as my other ones, but that'll do. So we'll pull out from there, and then we can strap those down as well. How much do we have left in here? So we have another 8 pallets here. We still have 6,000 liters there. Okay, so we can probably put 2, 4, 6. Yeah, I think we can put them in the middle of this trailer, stacking same height again, and go from there, or just pushing on singles. Either way, I think we should be able to get all of this on here now, and I'm very tempted not to take it to Erlengrat. While our best price is 2,472, which is just under best price. Wow, in fact, wow. That's leaped. Somebody did tell me that the soup factory actually doubles the amount when you take it out. So that might be why we've got the massive leap. What I did want to check is what the price elsewhere is for the triple soup. So we're looking at losing about £300 per 1,000 litres. That's a fair amount, but it would save us all of the loading time and would only mean we have to go to the farmer's market. In the interests of the fact that there might be a bug here as to exactly how much is output and how much we can make off that output versus what really works for us here, I think we will take this to the farmer's market. We want to get back and finish off the spraying today anyway. And if we could do that, that would be a big boon to us. So, yeah, I think we'll take the hit, especially as we seem to have way more here than we originally thought we were going to have. And, in fact, yeah. So, we've got another 4,000 out. We've got 4,000 in there. So, yes, this is producing twice as much out of there as it should. So we'll take the hit because we're producing way more than we were expecting to. Can't actually lift as high as I wanted. I don't think that's... Oh no, that will go on the top. Okay, Fine. We will put that on the top in the middle. We will then be able to get all of this on there. The final pallet, it's up there somewhere. Just going to place it. Oh, there it is. We're going to try and place it on the top, in the middle a bit. So there should do it. And then we'll push those on. That is quite a lot of triple soup we have to sell at the farmer's market. But it'll be a good sale as well. We'll make a nice amount of money from this. So just push those on a little bit. Pull back. We'll go lock all of this down. In fact, oh, well, that'll help. Oh, hello. Oh, we do have an extra one here in a couple of places. The extra one there. And we can tell where the ovals are. Right, so yeah, that should have everything locked down quite nicely. So we can now go and sell all of this and make some money. And the rain still hasn't quite stopped yet. So as soon as that's done, well, we can go back. We can grab a couple of pallets of fertilizer and be ready to go as soon as the rain clears. So I think we need to pull it into there at the shop. It might be the other one. We'll spin around fairly slowly. This trailer, because it's so low to the ground, is actually pretty stable. So I'm not too worried there. Is that going to sell at this spot? Yes, there we go. So sell all of our triple soup off here. Nice and easy and quickly, so we don't have to go and do that there. And we're up to 173,406. Fantastic. How much did we end up making? Crop sales today is 157,783. So actually, we lost about 15,000 by not selling on the train. But crucially, we saved ourselves a lot of time. So on our way back, we're just going to pop into the shop here, and I want to grab some liquid fertilizer. We're going to grab a couple of pallets of that. And as I said before, we're going to grab the Epso top liquid fertilizer. We'll grab 2 pallets of that. So that will keep us going for a while. That should allow us to do both of our fields, all 4 of our fields without too much hassle. This trailer also seems to disconnect a lot easier than my other one. And we can get both these pallets picked up and onto the trailer fairly quickly. But I'm slightly surprised we aren't going to be able, I don't think, to actually fertilize today. It is already 5:10. This rain is not letting up, and as a result, it's just not feasible. So don't know how we're going to do that going forward. We will probably have to have another day and get that fertilizing, or I might get this fertilizing done off camera, just so that next time we will be able to get the harvesting started. I want to grab a trailer and I want to do that. But at the moment, yeah, it looks like this rain is not going to let up for a while. And as a result, we really can't get any fertilizer on the plants. Fertilizer is on the trailer. I just want to get that strapped down. Is that? Yeah. And we'll take the other straps off for now because they are not needed. Probably a good idea, actually, for 2 pallets like this to strap them on the back there, I think, going forwards. But we'll hook this up. We'll get this back to the farm. And yeah, our hands are tied. So I'm a little bit disappointed in that. I was hoping to get further along. We will see what happens, though. If there is some stuff to do next time, then we might get some spraying done and then go and have a crack at a harvesting contract, maybe. See if we can get a bigger field that will be worth our time. For now, though, I think we're going to end this here. The rain is still falling. There's not much more we can do. And so all that remains is for me to say...
Thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. Special thanks to all my patrons and channel members. Your support is invaluable in making these videos and helping the channel to grow. For more from Virtual Farmer, check out the links below, follow on Twitch to watch live, and for more videos, subscribe and ring that bell. I will see you next time. Goodbye.